And good morning. I'm your friend Scotty Ray, and this is Odie and Tuesday.
This is vote day. Get out, go vote. Polls are going to be opening up right about now.
Yeah, sure.
And we'll stay open until 7 p.m. tonight.
Now, there's, and I mentioned this earlier to you when we were sitting here on the first show of, I'm afraid that today's going to be low voter turnout. Several reasons.
Yeah.
Spring break, people are out of town, and well, this is not really publicized a whole lot because there's not a lot of action on it. Let's pull this up to see what we're going to vote for today. Here's a sample ballot from Lauderdale County. Now, most counties will look very similar to this. On this side, you will have to vote for one. The Republican side, your choices are, well, the first three aren't even in the race anymore. So Donald J. Trump is your choice there. On the Senate side, Gannon Burton, also Dan Eubanks or Roger Whittaker, who is the incumbent. You'll be voting on the Senate race there. House of Representatives, 3rd Congressional District, Michael Guest is up for that. Not contested there. And then as we go to the Democratic side, Joe Biden, the only one on the ballot there. And then for Senate, Ty Pinkins. So it's not a lot there, but it's not still important.
And it's hard to get people to even go vote. I'm still one of those that I can't believe that people actually wake up on Vote Tuesday in November and go, it just blows my mind that you won't take.
Do you know, but you know why there's a lot of people that won't go?
Well, they believe that the voting is stolen and that their vote doesn't count.
No, I don't know where I was going.
Oh, where are you going?
Donna Jill. There's some people that really don't want to hang out with Donna Jill, and if you go vote, Donna Jill will send you a little nastygram and say, come down and visit me.
Well,
but that's part of Americans. Just because you vote doesn't mean you're going to get one. You're in a pool.
True, and it's been a while since I just blew that.
You're going to get one next time.
Yeah, it's been so long.
Jury duty is what we're talking about.
Is it. Here's the thing. If you don't want to serve, then you need to talk to the judge about that.
Sometimes there's exceptions that you can get out.
That's right. And your civic duty to serve on that jury is part of life. Guess what? You're an adult now.
Yep.
You've got to do adult things and put your big panties on for the day because you've got to go vote. And if it means go to spend your time as a juror, you got to do that.
But as a county, what is it? Lauderdale County, 78,000 people that live in it, and there's roughly 34,000 registered voters. Isn't that about right? Somewhere along there?
Yeah.
So that shows you.
Well, now, you're also looking at kids.
Now, that's in there, too. I'm sure someone has got the breakdown of the actual thing.
And then, talking about felons got guns, felons can't vote.
That's true.
Don't know what the number is, how many felons that we have in our area or what. But there's a lot of y'all that, one, it's not registered, that don't care. And a lot of y'all are registered, and you still won't go vote.
Now, there was one year I totally forgot. And I got home, it was about 8:30, and I went, oof.
Yeah,
I have slipped up before, but it's just not everybody wants to do it. But it's a good thing. Try it if you can there.
But somebody all live.
Yes, sirree, in a free country. We're dressed in spring colors, Connie John says.
We're trying to warm it up outside.
39 right now, Odie.
What you trying?
I thought when I first got here it was 41, then it dropped to 40, and I thought it's over. No, it had to go ahead and drop one more degree today.
I'm fixing to make everybody upset with me out there.
Well, they're
we walked in from last night. Won't be the first time. We walked in from last night, and Amy goes, "Hey Alexa, what's the temperature outside?"
What'd she tell you?
She said like 36, and I said, "Ask her what it is locally." It can't be 36. Oh, I guess everybody's Alexa just woke up. I don't know what the temperature was.
And we don't have one. I had one temporarily one time for my mama so we could check in on her.
Yeah.
And we just unplugged it. I don't know whether it's that thought in my head that someone's listening to. I don't know.
They are listening.
They are on your phone, everything you do. But that was like a direct link to inside your house. Now, a lot of people look up things, tell the TV. I think you could even tell Alexis to change the channels on TV, can't you?
If you have it connected that way, they can control anything out there. Carl, I love you, brother, because you just said something right there. Hot dog, there's your new line right there. If you don't vote, there's people coming across the border that will.
Might use your name there.
Oh, no, they don't have to use a name. They can,
Yeah,
with the rule we got going on right now, they can just come over here and vote.
That's true.
Get a check and get health care while you go to work. They're sitting on the porch drinking beer, smoking a doob on your dime. So don't go vote. It'll be okay. Just go earn that paycheck and pay for everybody else. Nah, it's all right.
706. Let me ask you if you remember this. Do you remember a song called Hungry Eyes? I can't carry the tune. And also All By Myself. Eric Clapton recorded it. The guy that wrote that has passed away at the age of 74. His name was Eric Carmen. Anybody remember that? Raspberry Singer is who he is with. But he wrote it there. He's 74. How old would you guess she is? She just look young? Let me show you a picture.
Yeah, she looks young.
Okay, there you go. That's him. This is him in his younger days, right here. There you go. Back in the day when he was a lot younger there, when he wrote all that stuff.
Wait a minute. How old is she?
That's what I was trying to figure out. That I'm unsure of. I don't think they give her age. It's his wife. She may have just aged very gracefully. We don't know.
Well, there's some out there that'll do that.
There's some that are 75 that have a 21-year-old wife. We just don't know which it is.
You know, he's got the money to buy one.
But it's love, Odie.
It's
right after winning the lottery.
It's green love. It's
Janet, good morning to you. I hope you're having a wonderful day there.
Alamosa, Colorado.
Yes, sir. Clarkdale joining us. Mac, how are you today?
Yeah, look at that. We got everybody coming in here.
Yes, sir. We enjoy
Austin
that.
said he did a lot of movie soundtracks.
Really? I didn't know that.
That's pretty cool.
Let's see here what else is happening this morning. Oh, this is sad news. Illinois, as we go there, it was a bus crash with a semi truck. We had 2 children die, and then we also had the bus driver. It's bad, but condolences to Illinois as we learn of this. Just bad there that something like that can happen. And it can happen anywhere. This week, school buses aren't rolling, but always be on the lookout. I don't know whether it was a medical emergency on whose part, but one of the vehicles veered over. It's kind of like the dump truck thing that happened here last week where it ran off the road. And there's so many things when you're driving that you got to be looking for.
You have to. It's not you. It's everybody around you while you're driving. You got to pay attention.
You know what my biggest distraction is? Cows. I can't help it. I'm going down the road as a pasture and I'm looking at the cows.
At them?
No, but I look.
I'll honk at them. Or sometimes I go by and moo at them.
Oh, I ain't go touch that one, Odie, there. We do hope you got a smile on your face. It's 9 minutes into the hour. We'd love to have your birthday and anniversary, whatever you got going on. Get that to us in the comments. Before long, we'll add a line to where you can text that to us. Lots going on today as we get your day started just for you. Remember, vote, vote, and vote. Summertime has arrived, and Freeman Tractor on Highway 494 has the exact lawnmower for your need. If you've got a big yard with acres and acres to mow, they have a mower for that. No matter the size yard you have, Freeman Tractor has the lawnmower that fits you and your budget. From 48-inch all the way up to 60, or the X-Mark lawnmower. Plenty of these to choose from. Also, they carry a complete line of LS tractors. Come by for a test drive today. Financing available. Drop in today to Freeman Tractor, Highway 494, see coleslaw or buttermilk. As the seasons change, so do your clothes, and Garrett Sports Center on 8th Street has exactly what you need. Habo shirts, long and short sleeve, also Hulk shirts, and America's favorite brand, Carhartt. Whether you need work pants or slacks for church, and nothing lasts like a pair of Carhartt overalls. Maybe it's a set of boots that you need. From bogs to lacrosse, they have the boot for you. And as hunting season rolls in, they have all the camouflage you need and toboggans to boot. Garrett Sports Center, 3505 8th Street, Meridian. Have you been wanting your own building, your own shed? Speak to our friends at Best Sadia Building, 601-728-1954. Now, they can custom build you a home from a barn dominium. Maybe it's a shed that you're needing or a simple place to park your car, a garage, a camp house. Maybe you need a place to park your tractor, your motorcycle, or even that lawnmower. They can custom design whatever it is you need. Quality work, trustworthy, Best Sadia Buildings. Speak with Drew, 601-728-1954. I gotta learn to move my hand faster there, Odie. I'm trying.
We need one of them auto magically.
Well, the big talk early this morning was that I was too busy to look out the window. But
You were up.
I was up. But this is it. As it came back to Earth, Dragon X, as it made its way. And we've gotten lots and lots of pictures sent in. Here's one of them. Let's go here, Odie, and show this. This was one we posted just a little bit ago. Here it is as it makes its way back there down the interstate. Isn't that something?
Man, that is cool.
Now, we probably got 80 of these that have been sent in this morning of different views in different towns, but it's still neat to see something like that happen.
You know, it really is to see, and I like to see, this is a private company.
Yes, sir.
That's doing this and able to send a manned spacecraft out to space and bring them back and safely land them. Yeah.
So if you were wondering what all the hoopla was, that's what it was going on last night. Maybe you caught it out of your corner. And I've been guilty of this, see something like that in the sky and not paid attention to what NASA, any of those guys have had to say.
It's a UFO. It's a UFO.
There it is. That's a good way to word it there. But, you know, as we talk about all of this alien stuff, not on any mission of any rocket that's went anywhere have they bumped into any green little men. I'm just saying. I think
They're pretty good at hide and go seek.
It's a gimmick. They ain't no little green men.
They've got one down there in New Mexico.
Is that little thing they found a few weeks ago?
Well, no, they've had this one for a while. He invented the microwave oven. We just won't let him out. You know, that Area 51's his backyard. He can't go nowhere.
Area 51. What's really in there?
Oh, I think it's a testing zone.
That is my best thoughts on that. It was where the government would go out and test these planes that they didn't want anybody to know about. And everybody goes, "Ooh, UFO."
Yeah.
Because if you really look at those stealth fighters, that's what they look like as a UFO. It's different.
Yeah, why not do one that's round? We got one every other way. I mean, why not try different aspects?
And it makes everybody curious.
And it does. Curiosity killed the cat. You know, we've all heard that saying. Everybody wants to know. I want to know. Look, if aliens come down here and probe somebody, they'd have come back.
Like them old boys in Pascagoula that they done the story on. Read that, and you tell me if you really think it happened.
Austin said Area 51's a smokescreen. We should ask about Area 52.
Ruben says, but I saw the picture on TV. It's got to be true.
And Facebook's been talking about it.
It's got to be true. I agree with you there.
Now, Ruben, I think he built half the stuff down there at Area 51.
You know, and that brings to mind, and I'm not saying one way or the other. I'm just going to throw this out there. There's a lot of people. The word conspiracy theory is used a lot. Odie's thoughts here. Did we land on the moon? Or was that a race and we just had to make it look like we did?
I don't think we did.
So you're saying that was...
I think we went around it.
And then the shot to a camera?
And, we've been on space, but now...
I'm talking about that original one, 69.
No, I just don't. But you know, I'm already up there.
And how are you there?
The landing that little lander that went up there. His name's Odie.
Didn't realize that.
Yeah, Odie in space. I have made it big.
Yes, you have.
I wonder if they're going to give me any money for using my name.
Probably not. I'm just going to go ahead and break it to you.
Yeah.
7:14. We had a little fender bender last night on
Say
State
it,
Boulevard Extension over by Cricket Road, right before you get to Owls right there if you're coming off of Highway 19. Fender bender there. At least one car was involved and possibly one drove off. We weren't there. It's hard to really determine what went on, but we have watched video.
We have saw the video.
It's
You might want to slow down just a little bit.
yes, sir, Bob.
But we do have video.
It's amazing what can happen there. There are cameras everywhere. Remember this, no matter what you do, what you're doing, there's probably somebody watching you now. This is not the old days.
It's like Greg said. You can't even go out in
In the bushes.
the bushes and pee. Somebody's got you on camera. And that's that fella who took his wife's life.
Yeah. Camera
and in
caught
his
that.
life. In the middle of nowhere, in the woods, and he was caught by
on
a
camera.
Wow.
They're everywhere. They're everywhere. It is true. We had an incident last night. This is one of our biggest stories of yesterday. We had an accident at Walmart on Highway 39. Someone would be struck by a car. I had numerous reports called into me from the location as we pull this up. This would be, and we'll do this right here. This is just to show you Highway 39, and of course you've got Harry Mayer over here. Here's the supermarket. As we go to the picture there that was taken from the road, and of course this doesn't show anything other than cars. I want everybody to be aware of that. It just shows the numerous police cars and the fire truck, the Metro that's out front. It was a person that was struck, and this is the part where I haven't got confirmation on, but I was told that possibly the person that did it drove off. That was live from the scene. I hadn't gotten an official statement on that, but 100% we know that someone was struck. We do hope they're doing okay. That's got to be scary.
You know, it does. And if you go by there at every one of these stores, not just Walmart, but all these stores, right there in the entrance, exit, whatever you want to
There's
call
a
it.
crosswalk.
That's a crosswalk for people. And guess who's inside that store? People.
Yes, sir.
And guess where they're going? To their cars.
Uh-huh.
People are steadily in and out. And you have got to slow down, pay attention. And I don't know what caused this wreck, but you have got to slow down and let them have the right of way and cross in front of you.
You know what spooks me? Because mine is a little bit older and I don't have a backup camera. So when you go to back up, somebody not seeing them when you back up. That's and that can, and I've heard of it happening before, someone getting bumped, and Lord knows I'm sure that there's been a worse case of that. But boy,
I don't typically drive in front of the store because of that reason. I don't want
people aren't paying attention when they come out.
People do not pay attention.
They come out with their buggy and they've got that thought of getting to their car.
Yep, that's all they want, especially if it's raining.
Yes, sir.
Oh, so we do have an Area 52.
We do?
Well, all right. Rusty said he's just curious what happened to Area 50.
Well, I don't have an answer for that.
I don't either, but we'll have to do some research on that.
Yeah. Look, we'll see what we can find out on that. Let's see what else is going on this morning here. We did have some good news yesterday. We reported that a car was stolen. It would not be long after that we would find out somebody saw the picture and said, wait a minute, I think I recognize that. Here's a look-alike. And then here's the actual car. It had some damage.
Yeah, a little bit on the other side, and they stole the car. They made it worse when they stole it.
It was taken to the Crescent Lake area. We had I've got several pictures on my phone where the deputies are on scene questioning of how did this car get here.
Well, I drove it up here.
Got some splaining.
Yeah, he's got a little time. He spent the night at the Crossbar Hotel.
Yep. That's where you'll end up there. So don't be borrowing something that's not yours.
From what I've read, he just went right back home because he was on vacation for a little while, and now he's back at the pokey.
Well, there you are. I hate that happened.
I do too.
But we are very thankful that the Lauderdale County Sheriff's Department did a great job with that, and a big thank you to the citizen that noticed that.
And called it in.
Yeah, we appreciate that a whole lot. Oh, we want to bring this up about Clark County, Highway 512. Let's look at these pictures as we go to our friends at Clark County Hot Topics. What's that say, Odie?
That is closed, and that's going to be west of the sheriff's department out that way.
Chickasaw is how you say that, correct?
That is correct.
Man, look at that water.
It is, y'all thought we had high water. Well, everything north of us comes through Meridian. And the Siwash wasn't far from coming across here. It was pretty close to the top of its banks. Well,
So
all that water's headed south.
now you factor in what we're being told now that more is coming in late Thursday night through Saturday.
The ground is saturated. The only thing that we can hope is if we get that much rain, that it's over that 2.5, 3 day period, not over an 8-hour period. That was one thing that really hurt, was having that much on an 8-hour. But yeah, everything that happens north of us comes to us, and then everything we have goes straight to Clark County. And they have some areas that flood real bad. So you see a sign up that says road closed due to flooding, turn around, don't drown. They really mean that.
That's correct. Miss LaWanda said she's only 4'7", and it makes her nervous around truck beds because she's smaller. And she's very careful in parking lots as she walks. You would have to be.
Yeah, I can see that. And that's playing safe and keeping your head on a swivel and know what's going on around you at all times. That is very smart.
Yeah, so just be cautious there when you're backing up, especially if you're like me, you're old school, and your old school car didn't come equipped with that.
No.
Angie's has got a camera everywhere.
Yeah.
I just don't happen to have that luxury. We'll be right back. Already 7:20 on this early morning. It's Tuesday.
Thank you, Betty.
What
She
Betty
says,
say?
I'm supposed to be police chief, and you're supposed to be the mayor.
Oh, I don't want to be.
I don't want that.
Ooh, no.
Thank you. But
no thanks. It would be a lot of straightening out.
yeah, we're going to leave that for somebody.
Wouldn't nobody like us by 5 o'clock? We'd be doing that Donald Trump show. You're fired.
Yeah, we'd have lost half the people already that lived here. Hey, one good thing is the price of houses would go down.
Scotty Ray, we'll be right back. If every time the wind blows you get a little leery about a tree over your house, talk to my friends at Reed Tree Service. There's no reason to be worried about a tree crashing through your house. Mike Reed has years of experience dealing with trees. It can be as simple as having a limb removed or a tree that is just huge too close to your shop or house. It's not going to cost you anything to have Mike come out and give you an estimate. They're licensed and insured, taking care of East Mississippi and West Alabama. Reed Tree Service. Have tree, we'll travel.
Backcountry RV is your trusted RV dealer. Come see the big changes to their location on the 45 bypass. Not only will you find a great selection of RVs, but now you have a more convenient location for all your service and parts needs. Ask about rebates and specials. Backcountry RV is your local authorized Jayco dealer. You can feel the difference in a Jayco. Your trusted RV dealer in this area. Backcountry RV. Exit 157A off I-20 on the 45 bypass.
Health Now is your locally owned medical equipment store. Every person's need is a little different, and they offer a little bit of everything from hospital beds, wheelchairs, reclining back wheelchairs, breathing treatments, CPAPs and supplies. They even have walkers, bath products, and oxygen. And the great thing about Health Now is they offer same-day service. They're open Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. and on call 24/7. Health Now Medical Equipment, where we treat our patients like family.
Welcome back. And Odie, let's talk about this. As this warmer weather hits this afternoon, the Lauderdale County Farm Supply going to have some live bait for you.
Live bait. You know why they keep those worm cans upside down like that?
Tell me.
So when you open the top up, your worms are waiting on you.
Okay, well, there you are.
Yeah,
Odie,
you can get your live worms right there at Lauderdale County Farm Supply. You can't beat it. Menace,
Yeah, and if I'm not
Man.
mistaken, I think it's 3 o'clock this afternoon. The fishing will be good till about 5:30. So if you're wanting to try it out, go by and get you some there.
Yeah, call in sick after lunch.
Yeah,
And,
and hit the fishing bed. And of course, if you're working on your yard, this is that time of year there. If you're needing some sod, look at this, real handy to roll out. Now, I highly suggest getting some little help there, getting your third cousin to come roll it for you, because you won't be able to walk in 2 days if you do that.
No, green side up.
Yes,
you got
sir.
to plant this green side up and water it. Ferns, man.
You're going to need this for coming up for Easter.
Yes, you will. And go ahead and get you some ferns. Those are beautiful.
Absolutely. Exit 151, the Lauderdale County Farm Supply. They'll treat you good. Just drop on in and visit with them a little bit there. Let's see what else is happening. Odie, we need to go ahead and address this. As always, condolences go out on this, but the name has been released as we go to ScottyRayReport.com. As the name of the victim has been released from the shooting that happened. As we learned that on Mosby Road, more than 30 rounds were fired, striking multiple buildings, cars. 2 people were hit, and 1 person died from their injuries. That victim has been identified as 33-year-old Marvin Horn Jr. A female was also injured. She has since been released from the hospital. So,
Man.
It's one of those things that did happen in our community. We hate it, but the truth is the truth on that. So that's what happened there.
Yeah, and prayers continue to go up for that family.
Absolutely.
Man,
there.
It is terrible.
Let's see here. We had, what was it? Let's talk about the interstate.
Boy,
Man,
that was a mess.
I couldn't get there. You know why?
All roads was blocked.
And then after I got there, the interstate's blocked, so everybody's using North Frontage Road. So I thought, well, I'll just take the shortcut down 18th Avenue, go over the bridge toward the hospitals. There was a train there. There's never a train there. You were just kind of hung up by the Sack and Save.
You wasn't
Cash
going
saver.
south. Cash savers, yeah.
And I could have went over to McDonald's. That was about my 2 choices there. Or go shop for tools over at Harbor Freight. But as we pull
Might
this
not
up,
have been bad.
here's what went on. This is traffic as it was backed up. You see Simmons Wrecker making its way down the edge of the road. As we go forward, you'll see this truck here. All right, this truck was traveling east and apparently lost part of its wheels, while you would see a truck on the other side stopped. So we had both lanes, east and westbound, that were affected as a tire hopped the road and struck another vehicle on the other side.
And these are some heavy tires. We're not talking about just a plain passenger car tire that came off. That would still do a lot of damage.
Now, the 2 times that I can think back on this, fortunately, the times that it's happened, when a tire come off, it struck another 18-wheeler instead of a car. If you strike a car with an 18-wheeler tire, it could be very bad.
It really could.
So fortunately, in a bad situation, what's that old joke about, well, I got all the milk I want?
Yeah.
But fortunately, no one hurt with this. That's the good news. It did cause a major traffic backup yesterday.
It was definitely a mess because of the traffic that we have.
And I analyzed that, and I thought, it just ain't worth walking across that traffic there to get a picture of that one there. I'm going to let y'all be over there. I can take one from right here.
Y'all go ahead.
It would have been zip, zip, zip. That wasn't worth that. We did have another incident as we go to 20th Street and 29th Avenue, a busy little intersection.
Yeah, it really is.
What's going on there? Oh, what's that, Odie?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a power line.
Well, I was coming up 20th Street, and I couldn't see the intersection, but I could see the traffic lights. And about that time, they all started moving like we had a tornado.
Who is that with you?
And
Is
I
that
said,
Chuck?
Chuck is out with me. And I said, oh, that can't be good. And then as I made my way, I said, well, there's both poles. And then the time I got to the top of the hill, it was like, oh, that's what happened. So right there where it was, and
By the gas station.
busy, right across from the gas station. It's a busy area. So Chuck said, I'll help you on this side and let people warn you, while I was on the other side.
I should have sold tickets just to see Chuck working.
Yeah, look, I like old Chuck now. He's a hoot.
He was.
Have him come and stop.
And I do appreciate both of y'all doing that, because the Meridian Police Department needed help there with that. One guy, it's hard for one officer to handle two directions when it's that big. It's a small street, it's no problem. But that is a busy intersection there, 29th and 20th.
Minimum of 2 vehicles on that. Well, you're taking away from services from the citizens when you just give it to them and say, here, do that. It's inside Lauderdale County. It's part of my jurisdiction anyway.
That's right.
And why not? I love working with the Meridian Police Department and the guys down there. Why not step in and help them? Because keeping one man somewhere else will help the community.
Absolutely.
That's what we're about.
Worked out good. We'll be right back. We're going to go back in time, do a little history check for you. Y'all be ready for this. It's coming. It'll be fun. We'll be right back with Scotty Ray and Odie.
Downtown Meridian is thriving with a fresh look, and now it's getting a new neighbor. Toyota of Meridian is now open under new hometown leadership. We're bringing automotive knowledge and experience home with a focus on improved customer satisfaction and all new pricing. Toyota of Meridian is excited to serve the Queen City and exceed your expectations.
I'm Trinara Rush, and I want to invite you to Toyota Meridian, where hometown pride drives excellence.
Our local headlines are brought to you by the Rock House Gun and Pawn.
Philadelphia Gun and Pawn, located at 910 Posey Avenue, has tons of lawnmowers to choose from. A big selection of zero-turn lawnmowers, power washers, and even barbecue grills. Step inside the store and see their complete line of Liberty safes along with those Browning safes. A large selection of Louis Vuitton purses along with satin shirts and bead sets. And tons to choose from for the outdoorsman in your household. And always a great deal on any type of jewelry you're looking for. And a private lobby for pawns for your confidentiality. Philadelphia Gun and Pawn. And welcome back. I'm your friend Scotty Ray, along with Odie, as we begin this Tuesday again. Chilly outside, 40. Grab a jacket. You can shed it later, but you're going to need it there in the beginning.
Or just wear you something to keep the wind off of it. Look at Alicia's trying to take up for her brother.
What's she saying?
Say, Chuck's a good man, and he is, but he works too much. You know what? He does work now.
He does.
He works from can to can. But talking about he is a good man.
It was good to see him there.
Love me some Chuck and some Buck and some Ricky. They all good.
I don't know how Ricky's name didn't rhyme with everybody else. I feel like he was left out there somehow or another.
Yeah, they saw something special in him. We love y'all, brothers.
We ain't going in nicknames. All right, let's go back in this day in history. Let's go back to 1894. It would be the first time that it was bottled. It was the new wave sweeping America, and it would be Vicksburg, Mississippi,
right here,
to where it would start out. As we go back for Coca-Cola for the first time bottled, and it would be there at the candy store. I've got one of them bottles somewhere, on a shelf somewhere.
Yes, Miss Alicia, I love you too.
Y'all need a moment?
Yeah, we made it a moment.
Okay. Love checking on y'all. Make sure you're okay.
So you got one of those bottles?
Yeah, I got it on a shelf somewhere.
Oh, man.
Man, and I had me a mason jar that was a 1840, and we were moving something, and I saw it wobble, and it was too late.
Oh.
And into the floor it went in pieces.
And it was slow motion as you watched.
You know the bubbles that are in glass that had all that in that mason jar. It was, man, made me sick. It happens, though.
Dang.
Let's go back to 1931. This guy would be born, and you would watch him after school all the time. He was probably one of the funniest. Eddie Murphy would grow up to make fun of it and have a little skit on it on Saturday Night Live.
Yes, he did.
Buckwheat. Billy Thomas was born on this date, and he was famous.
1931. Wow.
That little show, no one knew when they filmed that just how powerful and how long that little show would last.
No, Alfalfa and the gang, the Little Rascals. Oh,
man, they're going ahead and telling on Ricky's nickname on the comments there. I'm not going to say it out loud. Bless you.
Yeah, we're not.
1946. I've heard this name a lot, and I know she was a famous star. I think she's even got a daughter that is a singer, if I'm not mistaken. Anybody remember?
I say so.
You pronounce it how you say it?
Liza Minnelli.
Yeah, that girl. There she is. Looks like she's sweating to the oldies with Richard
Got that
Simmons.
band, don't they?
Yeah,
Well, it wasn't with Richard.
that's true. He's been, something went on with him for the last few months. Somebody was giving him a hard time. He was really depressed. He was making headlines. They were picking on him, and it psychologically messed with him. Paul Harvey told a good story on him of the rest of the story of how he was giving up on life, and boy, he changed the world there for a little while there.
Yes, he did.
Did you buy Sweating to the Oldies? Did you ever own it?
No, I never did do it. But now, if anybody could take pictures of what he was, and take it down to the way he lost all his weight, I'll give it to him. That was before all these medicines.
That's right. He sweated it. Sure did. Yeah, we'll leave it at that.
I don't even care about this one.
Yeah, 1947, and I almost didn't even put his name on here, but I thought we needed a good joke.
I
this
think
morning.
we've got one person that watches us that probably jumping up and down when
Going,
he sees it.
woo!
Woo-woo.
Is that, what's her name? Nikki?
No,
Nikki
that's
Haley?
a feller on there.
Okay, I thought it was Nikki Haley. All right, 1947, Mitt Romney. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
He has a birthday. Move on.
Okay.
Move on.
All right, so Judy Garland is Liza Minnelli's mama.
Yeah, I knew it was some type of
Well, then.
the yellow
Right,
brick,
then,
the yellow
yeah.
brick road. Judy Garland was some kind of famous there, wasn't she?
She really was.
There you are. Now, this next guy, I've never been a fan, but I know there's a lot of you that love this music. It just wasn't my thing. I get it that there's some people that don't have the same taste as me, but James Taylor was born on this date. Just forget all this stuff here that I accidentally left on
Well,
there.
I was trying to.
Yeah, James Taylor. He is an American icon. His people love his music. Had a guitar named after him.
Well, you're doing something.
Yep, sure has there. 1975, soon after this would be a song come out. It would be sweeping. She would cause a little friction with Hillary at one point in time during her career. But as we go back to 1975, it was the day that it was released. And our DIVORCE becomes final today. George and Tammy. What a love affair they had there.
Yeah.
Golden Ring, boy, that was a song. And a little pawn shop in Toledo. Whew. Good stuff there. They were really, really good. Go back for Charlie Pride, Mississippi's own Charlie Pride.
And ought to be the singer of the Mississippi song.
Absolutely. But he had a number one on this date. As we go back to remember, she's just an old love turned memory. I sure like me some Charlie Pride. Sledge, Mississippi is where he called home.
Yep.
A man among men, as we'll put it there. The Statler Brothers also the next year in '81. This was pretty neat there, because you've had that girlfriend that you're trying to get rid of, and he's saying, "Don't wait on me." And so they wrote a song about it and said, "When the sun comes up in the west," and they just changed it. "When the lights come on Wrigley Field, I'll be coming home to you, but don't wait on me."
Because there ain't no lights at Wrigley Field.
That's right. And the whole song was about things that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah.
But don't wait on me. He was telling her to get a life and roll on. Kind of cute there.
Yeah, it would be.
Hard to believe that was '81. Now, in the rock and roll world, this was a huge song. I think Bette Midler did it on the rock and roll or whatever genre of music that might have been. But this old boy, he's like a, what do you call that animal, the chameleon? What do you call that?
Yeah, chameleon that
Yeah.
changes his colors. And
Each decade, he would change to fit what was going on. He was smart. He was an innovator. Conway, on this date, had a number one back in 1983 with, and he put a little growl in his voice there, Odie, where the women would go nuts over it,
little garble.
and called it the Rose. Went number one for it. And if I'm not mistaken, it was Bette Midler who made it on the other side.
Okay.
Conway, it was pretty good, though.
Give it to Conway.
1980, this guy was bad news.
Ooh.
I mean, bad.
Yeah.
He was found in 1980 guilty of murdering 33 people. And if y'all don't think there's people out there still like this that hadn't been caught,
Oh, there. Yeah.
yeah, and there's probably more of these than you really know. John Wayne Gacy was found guilty on 33 murders in Chicago. That is the definition of a bad man.
Yes.
It gives me the whew. I cannot even watch those documentaries about people like this. It bothers me.
And it was a big one about this guy and what he was going through, and then how they caught him. Netflix has got a lot of those.
Yeah, they sure do.
And some of them's interested, just seeing what goes through their mind. What are the issues? You've got some major
Yeah,
issues.
it is.
Man, it's terrible.
Just be always cautious of that person. Let y'all figure that out.
Yeah. When the old Tom starts telling you something, you might want to listen to it.
That's right. 1991, this was one of my favorite singers of all time. He went number one with it on this date called I'd Love You All Over Again. He was sitting in a motel room, wrote it for his wife. Alan Jackson went number one with that on this date back in 91. Him and Denise. Or if you've watched the
D-Nice.
D-Nice. That probably is one of the funniest things.
Hey, Ron.
The substitute teacher looked that up on YouTube. As that old saying says, I don't care who you are.
That's funny stuff, right there.
It sure is. As we go back to 1991, this guy would have a hit with this also, as they released it as it came out of the doors of MCA Records. George Strait. If I know me, I'll turn this car around. Woo. Don't get any better than George Strait, y'all.
No, it don't. It really doesn't.
It would be 1981. Also, they would release one of your favorite songs. You can't help but sing along with this, no matter where you are. It's just a catchy song called Elvira. My heart's on fire.
On fire.
Always.
Elvira.
I guess it's because of television. When they sing Elvira, I think of the chick with the black hair. And the black guy,
Yeah. The giddy up.
Om bop, a mow mow. There you go. Back in 2002, this would be released to television. Probably, is there stuff like this that exists? I'd probably say so.
Oh, yeah.
The Shield.
Yeah.
That interesting show. I watched a season or two of it, and a lot goes on behind the scenes. Interesting stuff there.
It is.
2020, of the newcomers to country music, I got to give kudos to this guy. I think he's about the only one, in my opinion, that gets it, that still tells stories to his music. Real nice guy, and he doesn't fit the look of what Nashville is. As we go back, Luke Combs had the #1 album on this day. What you see is what you get.
You know, he reminds me of, and I feel so ashamed that I can't remember this fella's name.
Jelly Roll? I know he's a favorite of yours.
The guy who came out singing the Richmond, north of Richmond.
Oh, Anthony. Yeah, his first name is Anthony.
But anyway, y'all know what I'm talking about. If you haven't heard that song, you need to look at him and telling the story. He does that so well. And he said, no, tickets to my show is $30. And he found out somebody sold a Coliseum out at $100 a pop. He told him, he said, well, I just canceled that. You can give their money back.
I think it was $200 is what they were getting, Odie, if I remember right.
And he told him, he said, you give everybody their money back. And he says, my tickets won't cost more than $35.
That's right.
They want to come see me,
Anthony Oliver is his last name. He seems real genuine. A bluegrassy sound is fresh. I like the guy.
And probably make more than half these new people coming up. Doing it the right way, they so-called say.
This disturbs me to no end. When we go back and look at this, does this exist in this type of atmosphere in colleges? Does it happen in regular business? It sure does.
Oh, yeah.
The sad part is the people that were affected by this will never get the chance because it was bought and sold as something that they should have got on their merit. As we remember in 2019, the college scandal that rocked America. They were paying like $500,000 to get into these Ivy League universities.
Because they weren't smart enough to get themselves in.
That's correct. So the parents paid.
Then you had one person who would probably change the trajectory of their entire family. And they were smart enough to go. They were dedicated enough to go. They wanted to go. And they're going to make a difference. But because of that, they were
didn't get a slot.
Not given that opportunity, and there's no telling what future is going to take. I think it's just a sad day when that happens.
Also, did we miss this? That
You
he
know,
was in
could I
Brandon?
tell you, if I really wish I'd have known that he was there, I would love to go see him. And there's a cat, hint, hint, ding, 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 ding. There's a hint. I'd like to see him here. Don't we have something coming up?
Yeah, that's what I've heard that. Yeah.
Hey, you know, he's not in it for the money.
Somebody check it out.
Somebody check that out.
Scotty Ray and Odie, y'all stay tuned. We're not done yet. No, sir. We got more to talk about, more to scare folks. It's all up and coming.
Yeah,
I'm
we
joking
got
about that.
we do got this here coffee cup that we're giving away, and Mama Chick's having a birthday,
That's what I heard.
and Cooper Lott 5 years old, and Ty Daniels 32.
Get yours
Get
in.
them in.
Yeah.
Just 3. Get them in from the Meridian Hyundai Coffee Cup from the Scotty Ray Report.
Spring is finally here, and at Paris Kubota, we currently have just under 500 mowers in stock. Z-Series 42-inch for only $43.99 cash or around $86 a month, and we're offering free delivery and pickup. And did you know for only $4 a month, you can also add a Husqvarna handheld to your deal? We've moved to our new location, 2401 Jimmy Rogers Parkway. Stop by in and find you one of these great deals.
Patrick Allen Companies has a wide selection of garage doors that will fit your style, add value to your home, and add curb appeal to your neighborhood. Patrick Allen also has top-of-the-line, energy-efficient replacement windows that will make your home look great while saving you money. We're family-owned and operated, and we take pride in our work. 5305 Highway 145 South in Meridian.
For all your garage doors and replacement windows,
Call Patrick Allen Companies. Safety, service, satisfaction.
J&J Tire and Muffler, located at 3420 8th Street, invites you by. And if you need a front-end alignment, make sure to try their new state-of-the-art alignment machine. No matter the size of your truck and car, J&J can align it. J&J also has touch-free mounting, laser wheel balancing, and as always, they provide preventive maintenance, including CV axles, shocks, struts, brakes, with the largest selection of new and used tires, along with exhaust systems. Locally owned and operated since 1978 in Meridian. Welcome back. Let's talk about something here. These folks here, as we look at this, Odie, Snowden and Company. If you want somebody that's going to be hands-on and help you all throughout this when it comes to buying a home, this is the young lady behind everything. Ooh, Amanda.
She is right there leading a great group of people who have it in their heart to take care of you. They want to take care of you. And she's going to make sure that you walk away happy whether you are buying a home or selling a home. She and her company is going to do everything they can to help you.
As she says, springtime, typically the best time to list your home. You'll see those sold signs all around town. Here's one here that some folks bought a home there. Congratulations, they're moving to the community. Another couple there. Well, I think we even got another one here, first time purchase there. Congratulations to y'all. There's so much you can choose from. Here's a house on Augusta Drive, whether it's in the county, in the city, or maybe you need one on the outskirts. Talk to them. Amanda and the gang there. You can call them at 453-3937. See them there online. You'll find them on Facebook. They've got a big web page, or you can just drop in the office. Snowden and Company Real Estate. They'll help you any way they can. 748. Man. Can you believe that time is flying?
Is it already 748?
It is moving.
It's 648.
Oh, yeah, it is, isn't it? I was thinking of the other.
Because we hadn't changed our clock yet.
I'm going to work on that. That's in our plans to take care of that.
Amy said, ain't neither one of y'all going to change that clock.
Well, we meant to.
I said, it's all in the good. I said, see, my truck time just became right.
If you leave it that way, it'll eventually come back around.
Yeah.
Good news for the little town in Mississippi. There's a lot of folks that didn't know where it was. Rolling Fork, Mississippi. They've been approved for more than $2.9 million for the city from FEMA as they try to rebuild from that horrible storm that rolled through that. And that's been a little while. But as they still try to rebuild, it can't be put back overnight. But
no, it's going to take years.
So they're working on that. And we brought this up the other day. Former Mississippi sheriff was arrested for alleged DUI. Wayne County's former sheriff was arrested. We touched on that, and we've had a lot of comments and inboxes over that. Have mercy, have mercy. We had a girl that was injured inside a convenience store after a suspect ran into the parking lot, shot out the window, and then ran out. And this stuff is all over the state of Mississippi.
Yeah, it's not just here, but we're going to talk about it because it is here, it's local, it's our home.
Yeah, Jackson, Mississippi. I'm going to shock y'all on that happening in Jackson, I know. You're like, no way.
Yeah, they don't have no more bullets over there. We've got them all here.
It's different there, without a doubt. Did you see this where at Northeast Mississippi Community College, they have their own security.
Yeah.
The police chief was at a basketball game, had a heart attack and died on it. We pass along condolences to the college there.
Definitely.
Just it breaks your heart for something like that to happen, Odie.
It really does.
So that is one of the things that happened there.
Marlowe.
Yes.
Jerry Marlowe. He was Meridian Police Chief, retired, and then went on to MCC and was the Chief of Police for MCC. And taking it easy, he's got his feet up in Foley, Alabama. He comes back. My sister saw him. I didn't even get a chance to see him.
You missed him.
Mr. and Mr. Marlowe, good morning. Charlene said that y'all said to say hey, so hello to y'all. I know y'all are watching, keeping us going down there.
Do you remember yesterday morning when I brought up that thing about be careful of who you hire to help out with your parents, who comes into your home to help care for them as they get elderly? The story, the murder for hire plot. She was 96 years old, and in the original story, they didn't get into the pricing of what was going on. But she had a caregiver that came in and was trying to take over everything. The house was worth $5 million, and the plan was to take the house from her.
Wow.
There were 4 people involved in this scandal. This was in California. They smothered her with a pillow. Can y'all, for what?
96 years old.
Oh, my heavens. And then they tried to make it look like it was natural causes. And of course, you can't fool coroners. They do this for a living every day. Murder for hire.
You live your entire life, 96 years.
And she didn't look 96
for something
either.
like this. No, she didn't. For
Beautiful
something
woman.
like this to happen to you, y'all shouldn't need to see your 96th birthday. Shouldn't be around 96 days after this is over.
We'll see what becomes of it. We're going to watch that in the headlines to see what California does with the law on that. Bless her heart. Y'all keep that family in mind as that comes about there. Let's see what else is happening here. We got an eclipse coming. Do you like watching those?
I do. I don't know how much we'll see here as far as we'll see it, but as far as getting to see the darkness from it, I don't think we'll experience that too much here. But a lot of people from Texas all the way around to Virginia, you'll actually see a little bit of daylight to dark to daylight.
That's
and
right.
It's pretty neat.
They're going to charge $1,000. You know, we brought up those rental properties. People are getting $1,000 renting out their home in Austin as they get ready for this. They ain't nothing that I want to see that bad.
You want me to tell you why they're getting $1,000?
Because somebody will pay it.
Because somebody will pay it. Golly. And here's the other scary part.
What's that?
They probably vote.
All right, y'all be ready for this.
Man.
I haven't heard it, but it is coming probably to a radio near you. Is Dolly says, now I have to give her credit. I listened to one song, and she has a great voice. It just wasn't really country. Beyonce has re-recorded Jolene. Jolene is becoming one of those songs that is being recorded by everyone. Jolene.
Yeah, and Leave It Alone. That's a good song.
Yeah, we'll see what happens with this, but I'm sure that this is going to hit the airways before long. Can it be better?
No.
You don't think so?
No. And I'm not saying it won't be good.
But
it may be good, but it's not going to be better.
Now, you go back now, let me remind you now, Whitney Houston, I'll Always Love You. Boy, she knocked a home run with that now.
Well, you got a point there.
So you still sticking with you don't think it'll be good?
Now, it'll be good. Now you've got me because of Whitney. Yeah,
Whitney done
boy.
such an incredible job with "I'll Always Love You," but she had such a powerful voice.
Kelly Clarkson did a great Jolene.
I hadn't heard hers. Even little Miley, who gets under my skin from time to time, did a great version of that.
She did. Was she swinging on the breaking ball? When
She missed
sang?
that one.
Oh,
there. Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Well, you know, that's our goddaughter.
It is.
Maybe you need to whoop that booty or something. But I'll give her this. She made a name for herself.
She did.
She got out from under Daddy's two-song wing.
Two-song wing.
And she pressed forward.
But, I just have the image of what was her name on the TV show that she used to have? Where she was sweet and
Miley
innocent.
Cyrus and Hannah
it?
Montana.
Hannah Montana. That was such a wholesome. And then it went off the track after that.
Yeah,
but she
boy,
did make a name for herself. I'll give her that. Scotty Ray and Odie. We'll be right back. The selection is always changing at Massey Supermart Auto Sales with low mileage cars and trucks. How about a 2022 Jeep Wrangler, Ridgeline Sport with only 40,000 miles, a GMC Denali, or a 2024 Silverado 2500? Drop in today and find the car that you're looking for. They're packed with low mileage cars and trucks.
The low profit dealer, Massey Supermart.
For something as vital as your eyes, you should have your lenses and contacts made with the utmost care and precision. And that's what Grayson Optical does on 24th Avenue. Since 1996, Grayson Optical's mission has been to provide Meridian and surrounding areas with quality eye care products. That's why we're locally owned and operated. And don't forget, custom-made sunglasses like Costa for your eyes only. When you need to see clearly, Grayson Optical. 2021 24th Avenue, Meridian. 601-693-6374.
Meridian's favorite barbecue is Squealer's Barbecue, named the barbecue capital for the state of Mississippi. Whether it's barbecue, wings, or burgers, Squealer's simply has the best for a family environment. Every Thursday night, there's live music out on the porch. Takeout orders are welcome, and whether it's your next tailgate or large catering event, your friends at Squealer's are there to help. Drop in for lunch today or a night out on the town. Squealer's Barbecue, the best in fine barbecue.
And welcome back, your friend Scotty Ray along with Odie. I didn't watch them. I've seen the clips now. This guy, his name is John Cena. Is that how you pronounce it?
That's how you...
He comes on stage and he appears to be, wearing nothing. Now, he truly, behind the scenes, had a diaper on. I've heard different stories. Did they cross the line on this?
To me, they did.
Did to me, too. They come out later and put a toga-type thing on him. And then I've even heard that the Oscars didn't know they were going to do that. There's absolutely no way. That show is timed to the second, and they know what's going to go on with the producers. They have a certain amount of time they can be on television.
Hey, what's this half-naked man standing by the curtain for?
Yeah.
Yeah, they knew.
Absolutely, they did. To me, it was a line that shouldn't have been crossed. It just shows what they will try to do to garner ratings regardless, is what it says to me. Maybe you don't agree. I'm not real sure, but it was kind of scary there. Let's see. Have you seen this about the Indiana high school where Mississippi, not Mississippi, but the nation is getting behind this young kid?
Yeah, he had the American flag on his truck.
Yep, and they told him he had to take it off.
Yeah, well, I tell you what, I'm not taking it off.
They said others would find it offensive.
Well, they can leave.
Yeah, I'm for that. But this isn't the first time this has happened in America.
Happened. The reason you're over here is because of that flag.
And I've seen this also in towns to where they'll say they have ordinances to where you can't fly the American flag.
You know why?
Why is that?
Because people don't go vote. Today's voting day. Go vote.
7 a.m. to 7 p.m.
Somebody ought to go up to the mayor and say, come here, we need to talk. So where did this ordinance of no American flag in our city come from? And make him answer.
Most of these are out west, California ways but it could be other towns. You wouldn't see that, I wouldn't think, in a southern town.
You give an inch, they take a mile. And if it starts over there, it's going to work its way.
It surely could there.
And you stop this, what'd Barney say? You got to nip it in the bud.
I just love Barney. Barney just told it how it really was.
Just nip it.
Nip it, nip it, nip it.
Nip it in the bud.
All right, it's time for us to give away this coffee mug. Could be yours now.
Golly, let me tell you. So, we...
Look there.
Man, look, this is a beautiful mug that y'all need to
There,
have
I
on
finally
your
held it up right, Odie.
Did you finally get it?
I kept putting my fingers over the writing. So this is what we're giving away this morning.
Now, look, these are one of a kind. And dun 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 dun. Ty Daniels, 32 years old, winner of the Meridian Hyundai Scotty Ray Report coffee mug.
There you are.
That's what I'm talking about. Just go down to Hyundai of Meridian, Highway 39, big steel building. You can't miss it. Go in there and tell them, I'm Ty Daniels. Here's my ID. I'm 32 years old. Wish me a happy birthday and give me my coffee cup.
There you are. We want to say thank you to each and every one of you for tuning in this morning and joining us. It's been a lot of fun as we updated you on what happened, and we're going to be behind the scenes today looking for everything that goes on so you'll know about it as quickly as we can. Odie?
Yeah, so definitely. Look, I kid about it and everything, but sincerity from the heart, go vote. Vote every single time that the polls open. It is your right. It is your duty. People have fought for you to have that convenience.
That right.
To voice your opinion. And this is it. Get up. Go vote. There's no other way today should be spent besides work and voting, family, but above all, our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Romans 1:16, for I am not ashamed of the gospel, because it is the power of God that brings salvation to everyone who believes, first to the Jew, then to the Gentile. Bring him into your heart. Ask him to lead your mind on how you should vote and how you should go about your daily lives. He will not mislead you. He does love you just like we do. We'll see you in about 23 hours. Until then, have a wonderful day.
The Scotty Ray Report is brought to you by our following partners.